this time, I'd like to call up the principal of Worthing High School, Tom.
First of all, let me explain the Exodus. Our children have to go back to class. So, but I did want them to be here, and yesterday I had a number of people come to me and say, you know, are you sure you want these kids out there? You want the whole school building out there? And I said, if my students are not going to be allowed to be a part of this, then we're not having a celebration. Because we can do this, but this is about our children. And I want them to be a part of it. But they are teenagers, and we understand that their attention span is not what ours is. I want to first let me thank you for the generous welcome that you've shown me since I've arrived here, and for what you've said to me here today. You know, I feel very blessed to have been given the opportunity to lead this school as we mark another beginning in the school's long and illustrious history. And as you can tell by the people that have talked here today, it is a very long and illustrious history. You know, we gather here today to celebrate not just the groundbreaking for a new building, but the beginning of a new chapter in our story. A story that began over 50 years ago. The corner of Reed and Scott Road continues to be a very special place, with generations of families who expect their neighborhood school to provide a valued education for their children. My short time here at Worthing has shown me this value through the success its former students have achieved. Professional athletes, political leaders who have shaped our country and our community, business leaders, many of which are chief executive officers of some of the largest corporations in the United States and in the world. And so many others who have walked the halls of Ebony Worthing High School. This school has a deep-seated tradition of excellence that's established by these former students. As we hold on to this established tradition of excellence, we must at the same time begin creating new ones. This new building will enable us to do this. With the raising of this new building, let us also raise our expectations for ourselves as teachers, administrators, parents, and community members. This new building will enable us to not only revitalize our school and our traditions, but also our community. I've said many times over the last month, the corner of Reed and Scott Road in 18 months is not going to look like it does now. And that's a great thing. Let me say on behalf of the Worthing community, a huge thank you to you, Trustee Marshall, for the leadership and support that you have given to making this new high school a reality. To the many alumni, and I know we recognized a number of people here this morning, but just briefly, if you're an alumni of Ebony Worthing High School, would you please stand at this time? Thank you. But to the many alumni and parents and community members who have pushed and never gave up on supporting this school. This school, like any school in any community, has had good times and it's had its struggles. But you've never given up on that. I want to thank you on behalf of the present and the future students of this school. Ebony Worthing High School is on a path to, as one of our trustees said when she introduced me back in August, to reclaiming our success. And to go even higher and further than we've ever gone before. We're glad that all of you are part of this effort, and I hope that each of you, if nothing else, have seen that the doors of Ebony Worthing High School are open to this community. We need you to help raise our children. It's got to be a community effort. I also want to thank God for the many blessings He has bestowed on this school over the years. Let us continue to seek His wisdom and direction as we serve the students entrusted to our care. The last thing I'd like to do is just make sure, and from myself and from the staff at Worthing High School, again, I want to thank you, Trustee Larry Marshall, for helping and being the life force in seeing this thing happen. To our Board of Trustees, to Dr. Greer and all administration from Hattie Mae White for helping make this a reality. Ms. Swindle, for your support through the civic clubs and gathering the support in this community to make this happen. To our alumni and our leader of the alumni, Mr. Irvin Johnson, thank you for your tireless efforts over the years in not giving up, for making this happen. To our pastors and ministers, who I've had many conversations with as I've been here over the last 7 months to try to reestablish and not just educate our children in reading, writing, math, and science. We have to teach our children how to be successful in a society, how to be good citizens and productive citizens. And we can't forget that in the midst of accountability. To our elected officials, who I have spent many phone conversations and personal conversations with, the support that you have given me coming into this community. To all the proud supporters of Worthing High School, Pete Medford and Fort Bend Mechanical. Before I met you, I've heard many great things about your company and the things that you're going to do for this community. And I appreciate you and your wife being here today and all the people that work with your company. We look forward to working with you and making this corner of Houston a great place again. And finally, to the parents and our guardians of our students that are here today, you are where it's at. All of this is about you and the children of the Sunnyside or the Worthing community. Again, thank you for allowing me to be here, to be the leader of this great school. It's very humbling, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.